Hello, Splinter Snake here with another figure review. Today we have got playing on your YouTube, Marvel Select, Gambit, boom baby. Gambit is one of those fan favourite characters that I think everyone seems to actually love. I say everyone, me personally, I like Gambit, but I'm not a massive fan on him. I don't know why everyone loves him so much, to be honest. I don't really get the craze. But what do we think of this figure? Kind of a bit of a okay figure, if I'm honest. It's got some really great qualities to it, but at the same time there's also some things which are a bit lacking and would have personally preferred a different outcome. So let's get into it. It comes with a total of 5 accessories, 3 card effects, his stuff, and then an extra hand. And then, of course, actually the base. I kind of didn't think of that. So let's have a close look at the base and then the figure and the accessories. Okay, so having a look at the base, it's very simply just 3 panels which clip together. I think it's supposed to be part of the Danger Room or something. For my regular viewers, you'll notice that I actually got 3 of these Marvel Selects in a box opening together. So technically, I paid less than £10 for this Gambit, so I got myself a nice bargain with him. But moving on. So like I said, there's 3 panels and it's got some nice different shading, and there's actually some sculpt. All these lines are actually sculpted in there and it's pretty nice. It looks good. The back, not so much, but it's interesting design. They've kind of got teeth and hooks, and you see you put them together flat like that and you open it like a book, and that makes them clip onto like that, and then you line up the holes in the base and that's it. They're held snug, but at the same time it comes apart quite easy if you want to dismantle it. So that's pretty good. Very thin though, and it's a bit bendy, so I would be worried about damaging this if, say, it fell or maybe a small child got hold of it or something. But all in all, I think it's a nice addition. And for his accessories, he comes with these cards that he can just hold like he's about to throw. And you can see you've got the Ace of Spades there, and then an Ace of Spades in the back there. Plenty of Ace of Spades here, double-sided, and they've got kind of like a fire effect, but has a nice purple to it, which is translucent. Very small though, and it's a nice addition. I do really like this. I don't know if it's one part painted white or a white plastic with some translucent glued on. I want to say it's a translucent throughout and then painted, but it's well done. He then comes with this effect, which is like a stream as he's fired out, with 3 cards coming out. The Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs and Ace of Hearts all firing out. Again, very well done. It's got some nice translucent going throughout it. It's a really nice effect. There's no grip or anything for this one, so I don't know, maybe you're supposed to have that in a display or something, like propped up. Whereas this one has actually a grip here for him to fit in his hand. But then you've got basically the exact same thing. I think even the mould's identical with the exception of the grip. All in all, really, really nice, and I'll show you holding that in a minute. And then you've got his staff, which is a really nice length, and it's very simple, solid silver with a few notches going up it. It's quite firm, bit of ply to it, but it's pretty decent. And then his extra hand, I guess, to hold the cards maybe, or I'm not sure. So having a closer look at this figure, you can see the head sculpt is actually really nice. Got some nice details and some paintwork in there, and it's a pretty solid sculpt if I'm honest. The torso has some wash in the muscle definition, and the coat also has some wash to give it a black and dirty look. The trouser things has some sculpt on these lines here. These are all sculpted in, as the lines are in his little silver boot things. The sculpt is actually really well done. Everything on it is very good. The sculpt even continues under his jacket there, as you can see. So it's nice that they did that. Size comparison. Gambit stands at like 7¼ inches tall. The Amazing Spider-Man Lizard, 4-2 Dark World, and the only other Marvel Select X-Men I own, Colossus. These actually look pretty good together. The usual suspects: Bucky Cap, Superior Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, and Hyperion. Before I get into showing you how he holds his accessories now, I want to go over my gripes. And my gripes are fundamentally with the figure. I like his accessories. Basically, his arms, they can't go any closer than that. I think that's weird. His coat is actually ridiculously heavy, and it makes him very back heavy. This leg, for some reason, if you look, there's the bend going like that. So his foot then faces that way, which is a very strange choice, if you ask me. Very strange. And like I said, this is a very heavy coat, so unless you get him just right, he likes to fall over. And then of course, you should find out in articulation, he has wide cut hips. You know I hate them. Okay, so while we've got this hand attached, you can get him to hold these cards like that, but I think his other hand is meant to hold them cards. I think this hand is literally to hold them, which is fine. I mean, that looks pretty good. And which way you cut it, to be honest, that looks good. And the hand just unpegs, and the new one pegs him. And if I get those cards back, yeah, I'm pretty sure this hand is designed to hold these cards like that. Or maybe like that, like he's just taking them out of his jacket. This one, I don't know how you're supposed to get him to hold it. I don't know if you can. I don't know, maybe this hand? You can kind of wedge it in there, but it doesn't look natural. This one would be better if it had a different kind of grip, because any other way it looks weird him holding it. So I'm not too sure the point of this one. And then his staff, he holds in his hand fine. And I'm pretty sure he can hold it in this one as well. So if you want him to have a bit more of extended out kind of grip. Okay, articulation. Head is on a ball peg, and it can go up that much, down that much. You do get some left to right pivot, and then you can rotate around 360 degrees if you work with a jacket. Shoulders are on ball discs. They can go around 360 degrees. They can go up that much, but down that much. Very hindered by the jacket. There is a bicep rotation of 360 degrees and a single bend in the elbow of about 90 degrees. Then you just have a wrist rotation. He does have a diaphragm joint, which does actually work pretty good. You can go forward that much, back that much, some left to right, and a little bit of rotation. Sorry, a little bit of rotation from there to there. You can't do a full 360 degrees. Maybe you could, but you'd really stretch it out. Why angled hips? Why, oh why are we still getting these hips? Concealed quite nicely. You can only just see the joint there, but now you can see a lot more. But that's the angle of the hips going up by that. So he has a Spartan of doing the whole worky thing of that, and then a split of that, single bend in the knee of just that, not even 90 degrees, and then an angle point from there to there. Final thoughts. Would I recommend this figure? If you're a Gambit fan, then yeah, he's a good enough figure. I think Diamond Select or Marvel Select, basically, they did a good job, but they could have done better. That's pretty much the best way to sum it up. He is a good figure, but he could have so easily been so much better. So would I recommend this figure? Yes. If, like I said, if you're a classic X-Men fan, a Jim Lee X-Men fan, or a 90s cartoon fan, or a Gambit fan, then yes, I would recommend this figure. For me though, I'm trading him to someone else, to my buddy Leon Sykes, and I am getting somebody else from the select line. I won't give any spoilers away, but yes, stay tuned for that. Anyway guys, that's my review. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop me a like down below. Please add a comment you'd like to add about this figure or my channel. If you'd like to contact me, please contact me via my Facebook. There is a link in the description below. And as per usual guys, thanks a lot for watching. Keep collecting, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye bye.